Okay. I think we're live. Yeah, we're definitely live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another FLYBOY stream. Another one. This is number 3. And today, what we've got in the works for you guys is a continued playthrough of Pokémon X. But there's actually some things I missed in the last episode, which I found out about. What's up, Alexander Ellis? How are you doing today? It's fine November afternoon. Getting my times mixed up. But yeah, today we got some Pokemon X in the works for us today. And, yeah. I've got a little bit of stuff to catch up on before we head over to the next route. So we'll get started with that. But let me get my legit 3DS out so we can get this game started. Alright. Here we are. Pokemon X. I said this last time. It's got to be someone's favorite. I know people who like them. Hold on. See those weird black bars? 1 minute. Let me try that one more time. And... okay, this should work now. And my controller's not working. Great, off to a great start. What's up, Angry Dad Gamer? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Here we are. And I forgot what my button mapping was. Isn't that awesome? Alright. Let's get on with it. Last episode, we took on Grant, the second gym leader. And he actually kind of put up a fight, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he definitely did. He took out 2/3 of my team. But speaking of this team, let's get a quick team recap. Right here, we have Allison, the reliable Absol. She's nice and naive. We've got Electra, the bold Pikachu. Awesome. Harry, our timid Braixen. That's actually a goated ability. I didn't point that out last time. But if you don't quite know... Alexander says, I might have a soft spot for Mineshaw. I do too. Goated Unova Pokemon. Mineshaw. I don't even know how to say it. I just love its design. But if you don't know what these natures are, sorry. I said ability. Nature, timid, is actually goated. Every nature either boosts a stat or decreases a stat. And those are marked by red as the increase, blue as the decrease. And so with Braixen, it's a really good special attacker. But you always want speed, because in Pokemon, speed is the most important ability, because if you don't got speed, you're not going first. And going first is, like, the most important thing in the whole game. But anyways, I'm not going to be using the attack stat, but I will be using the speed stat. So it's kind of awesome that I have an ability that does either. Doesn't really matter in a game, like a in-game. No. It matters more in more competitive Pokemon, but we're not doing that. So it doesn't really matter, but I thought it was cool. Next, we got Nikocado Avocado. The Snorlax, big and plump. Look at this guy. Naughty, too. Impetuous and silly. Great. Barry Beedrill Benson, the GOAT. He's been our pretty reliable lead throughout this playthrough. And, of course, we got Leonardo, the leader in blue. He did what it took to get us through the gym battle. But anyways, that's what we did last time. But this time, what I got in store for you is a little bit of backtracking before we go forward. I completely missed getting an HM from the palace, which is horrible, because that means I have to go back. But the great thing is that a opening opened up somewhere, like a cave opening opened up somewhere, I think. That should be what happened. So we're going to go look for it. Is it up here? Yes, this should be it. Alexander says, what is your opinion on Primarina? In my opinion, it's not one of my favorite starters. I don't think it's offensive either. You know, it's a starter. I know a lot of people don't like that it's, like, gendered in a certain way. But, I mean, all the starters can't be male-coded. You know what I mean? So it's been fine. I think strength will work good on Nikocado. Maybe I give it to, we're giving it to the Absol, actually. Because Nikocado is going to need that return. Yeah, that's my opinion on Primarina, you know. I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm honestly not a huge fan of any of the Sun and Moon starters. Like, none of them are my favorite. I would say Decidueye is probably the best. I don't think that's a controversial opinion. But, yeah, that's my opinion on it. Are we gonna need Taunt? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah, what I'm doing right now is we're heading back to everyone's favorite palace. You thought we were done with that wretched palace, but we're not. We're gonna head straight back to the palace because I forgot an item. I forgot an HM, and I don't know if it's gonna be important, but I'd rather do it now than later. Oh, we also get Aerial Ace. That ain't bad. Absol might get that one too. Allison. All right. There we go. Now, if I had to backtrack the whole way, like around the route that we were going to do earlier, I wouldn't have done it. So, thank goodness we have this. So what we're going to do is head all the way back to the palace. Is it the palace or the castle? The bigger one. Whatever the bigger one is. And we're going to grab that HM cut. And that's something I was thinking about when I put this together and realized I had to do that, was cut. I feel like in most games it's kind of that HM that they don't really give to you, like in like a story sequence, because you know a lot of HMs are required to get through the story, so you feel like they'll give it to you, but this one apparently is all the way in the back of this palace, so that's always great that we have to be right back in this place. Thought we would never have to look. Oh, no bikes. I thought we would never have to look at this again, but here we are. I think it's somewhere in this maze over here. Oh no. There we go. I think this is it. Yep. There it is. There is cut. There is cut. And I don't want to fight. I know I'd probably... There we go. But that's not it. We've got more in store. So we're actually going to go back the old route that we came from. Well, look at that. Alexander says that Primarina is his favorite starter. I have a soft spot for Pokemon with feminine appearances. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Look at this. Beautiful. Milotic. Maybe the shining example of that. That's the thing. With me, I'm just so unk. Like, you ask my opinion on anything from Pokemon that's not, like, Gen 5 or earlier, I'm not going to have, like, nostalgic feelings for it. And so, a lot of my opinions are driven by nostalgia. It's kind of horrible, but I've just accepted it at this point, that's what my opinions are going to be. So, that's that. Now, my favorite starter, I talked about this last time, is probably Swampert. So... just when I was a kid, you know, carried me so hard through Ruby, through Emerald. Maybe one of the greatest starters for soloing any game ever. I kind of want to do a video on that. Like, I think him and Infernape might be the best starters when it comes to just soloing an entire game. And I think the speedruns sort of back that up. Because if you've ever watched a speedrun of either the Hoenn games or the Sinnoh games, you'll always see that, it's Infernape and Sinnoh and Swampert and Hoenn. And they could crush, like, the whole game basically solo. Like, some of my favorite speedruns. I don't watch speedruns a lot, so, you know. One of my favorite speedruns to watch is the Sinnoh speedruns. And they get, like, Infernape. And it's just funny to see how, like, how perfect every single battle has to be, like how intentional it has to be. You need just enough XP to do just enough damage to this one trainer. I kind of love how that works. But yeah, I'm just going to get rid of return right now. Someone needs to learn cut. And that's what we're going to do. I can reteach it return if I need to. But let's see. Is there something back here? Silver powder. I actually don't know what silver powder does, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to go back here. This is going to be horrible because it is backtracking. Alexander says for Pokemon speedruns, everything has to fall into place. That's what it seems like, you know? And that's what's crazy is because Pokemon's such... It's a game that's built on randomness so much. Like, everything has a little hint of random. Encounters, natures, all that. And it's just so funny how dependent it is on, like, speedruns, on all of that randomness going your way. And I know a lot of them, they do, like, RNG manipulation. I think that's what it's called. And it's like... So there's kind of a way around it. But, yeah. Oh, I gotta battle in Pokemon. I can't just walk around aimlessly. Dang it. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot. We didn't heal. We'll be fine. We're so over-leveled. We'll be fine. Oh, look at that. Body slam, crushed him. Low-key, Reshiram looks huggable. Low-key, I agree. That thing looks fluffy. That thing looks so fluffy. Zekrom's like the complete opposite. Dude's pure just lizard Godzilla energy. Yeah, I totally agree. When I was a kid, though, and you might not ever unsee this, and it's so crude. Like, genuinely so crude, and I hate that I'm bringing it up. But it has to be said about Reshiram. Love its design. Let me just put that on the offset. Absolutely love its design. Let's look here real quick. When I was a kid, like, I thought this right here looked kind of like, you know, a thing. And I know, I hate to bring it up, okay? When I was a kid, we'd always make fun of it because we got these, like, McDonald's toys of Zekrom and Reshiram. Be like, oh, look, it has a little... You know what? And now that I'm an adult, I can look past it and just be like, no, that's just a tuft of hair because it's a nice, beautiful, fluffy dragon, okay? When I was a kid, I was childish. Can you believe it? I'm kind of, like, childish now, so makes sense. But anyways, if that ruins Reshiram... For any of you, I'm sorry. It shouldn't. We all have one, okay? Reshiram's fine. I came here for this. If you did not catch last stream, this might not make sense to you. But I'm scheming. There are plans. The plans will be executed in this episode. Something will happen. I'm not going to tell you yet. But this will be used. Anyways. Is it faster to just go back through Connecting Cave? I think we will do that, actually. We will go back through Connecting Cave. Alright. But yeah. That is that. Today... I had a great weekend. I don't know about you guys. I had a great weekend. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. So, if you don't know about football, that's okay. If you do, you know why it's exciting. I almost had a heart attack. You know, all that stuff. But it was great. It was great. And, you know, you get to relax, go to church. All the huge. It's all good. But the problem with the weekend is that it always ends. And I had classes today, accounting classes. Usually they only give us one class on Mondays, but today they doubled up, so I had two. And that was brutal. I've got midterms this week. It's just great. Just absolutely wonderful. But, you know, life goes on. Life goes on. But I won't miss the stream, okay? Should I be studying for midterms? Is everyone else in my accounting group studying literally right now? Yes, they are. But I don't care, okay? I've got the rest of the day to study. Now is the time to stream. You know, when I go on in this life, when I pass on, when I die, am I going to be asking myself, oh man, why didn't I study audit more? Why didn't I study? Like, no. I could fail this exam. And when I die, I'm not going to be like, I should have studied for the accounting exam more. Heck no. Now, if I go and pass on, and I'm sitting there on my deathbed, and I was like, man, what if I streamed that Monday? I would be thinking that. That sounds crazy. I promise you. Anyone who has ambitions about anything like art or... calling this art might be a little pretentious. But, you know, anyone who has any aspirations that isn't just the same old, you know, an accounting degree, bruh. You're going to be thinking on your deathbed, what if I did more? So anyways, we're streaming today. Unfortunately, we're going to see Leonardo take a slight break from the team. I'm not going to tell you why yet. You can piece it together. Totally. Hallis says, thank you for streaming for us. Hey. I was going to say this is a thankless job, but now that would be wrong. Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Makes it great. Here we are. We're moving on. I did everything I needed to do. Actually, let me double check. I could be lying. Yeah. So we're caught up. I did everything I needed to do. If you just tuned in right now, I just went back, got the HM cut from the palace. I went back to that horrible place. I just got a water stone from Route 8. For no particular reason. No particular reason at all. Just have one in my inventory. And right now, War Turtle's gone. But it's okay. It's okay. That spot won't be empty for long. Because here we are. And you know what? Let's take out this trainer first. Let's do a little battle to get ourselves into the Pokemon spirit. The Pokemon spirit. Nothing like a battle. Nothing like a little battle to get your blood flowing. We got Allison out with the pressure. Love to see it. What's up, Otis? How you doing today? How was your weekend? I was just saying, you didn't miss much if you just tuned in. We're just backtracking a bit. I went back to that palace. I got the HM cut and a water stone. But here we are. We're back onto Route 10. It's next. And we're going to check out some Pokemon that we got here. Let's see. What encounters can we get here? A Sigilyph. Sigilyph is one of the most horrifying Pokemon. And it's not just because of how it looks, because obviously it looks freaky. That's for sure. But do you guys remember the end battle in Pokemon Black and White? The end, like, in front of, I know there's a lot. The one in front of Elisa's gym, the 4th gym. That Sigilyph was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. You N had it, and you had no fully evolved Pokemon at that point. You had all these little nobodies. You had your, like, 2nd stage starter, maybe a Sandile. You had nothing. Thing was horrifying, because it would just sweep through your team. I don't know how you get through it, but... Anyways, we're not capturing a Sigilyph. That's not on the ticket today. But we are going to be catching something, and I might start spinning it up until we do. So, Emolga. This is just the Route 4 Pokemon route. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to speed this up. So, get that going. Not a Houndour, I can promise you that. Actually, maybe. A Houndoom would be dope. Oh! Oh, what's that? What's that? Are you guys looking at what I'm looking at? This might be our next Pokemon. I know it's a male. Okay. What are you gonna do about it? Okay. So we're gonna catch an Eevee. That's what we're gonna do. Alexander says a Pokemon I despise is Annihilate. Due to how frustrating it is to play against it. Is it a tough Pokemon to play against? I frankly haven't played Showdown in years. It's been years. Let me look at his stats, though. Rage Monkey. It's got Vital Spirit, Inner Focus, and Defiant. Sharply raises attack when its stats are lowered. Ooh. So, like, if you have an Intimidate Mon, that's probably horrible. Let's see what it's got. I probably can't piece together a good moveset for it right now, but I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Should we go one more quick attack? We'll do one more quick attack. Let's go. And do I have a way... But which evolution are you choosing? Asks Otis. You'll see. You'll see. You could probably piece it together just by looking at the screen. But you'll see. It's going to be a surprise. To absolutely no one. To absolutely no one. What did I do? I just spam clicked A. Okay. We're going to yawn. We're going to put it to sleep. And then we're going to throw a Pokeball at it. And we're going to have an Eevee. And it's going to be awesome. Alright. Here we go. Come on. I'm not worried at all. We're going to get it. Ooh. Alexander says, Annihilate signature move. Caps out at 350 base power and doesn't reset. You just get an explosion off whenever you want. It's kind of fire, actually. Well, did it come out in Scarlet and Violet? Was that the one it came out in? Whenever I do my playthrough of Scarlet and Violet, we might have to throw an Annihilate on the team, it sounds like. Because that is broken. Alright. New member of the team. Nobody saw this one coming. But what should we name our Eevee? A lot of you may say, well, that depends on what you're planning on evolving it into. And you're right. It is. But I still can't think of a name. Because it is a guy. It is a guy. That's a little sus. From what I said last week about Vaporeons, this may look sus. But they're in now, okay? Boys are in now. Let's see. We're gonna name him... Or we just pretend it's a female Vaporeon. That'd be pretty funny. We're gonna name him... Ha! That'll be good. We're gonna name him Bubbles. Starbucks. That was pretty good. Because Starbucks lady has a little mermaid tail. That's way more creative than what I did. That's fine. Whatever. Whatever. Maybe I should have waited a little bit longer. That's a way better... Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Here we are. Do I have to wait for it to learn any move first? Nah, it doesn't matter. It's gonna get Surf, okay? Here we are. Here we are. Newest member of our team. It had to be done. It had to be done. It had to be done. Couldn't talk all this crap, talk about my profession in breeding and evolving Eevees if I wasn't going to do this. It had to be done. It still looks like a Fire Red team. In fact, it looks more like a Fire Red team. But it had to be done. Here we are. We have a Vaporeon, and now we can keep going. I think... What am I looking at here? I think we just have to get to the end of this route, and we'll get a little bit more Team Flare content. Which is always good, because we like when the game tells its story for us. So let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Alright. This is a pretty cool route. I thought Stone... Okay, I know it's like based off Stonehenge or something. Oh. Stop right there. I remember you. You're the one who foiled our fossil finding plans. Yeah, it was me. What about it, pal? And now you're here, standing around these stones. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea what they actually are? Or what they even are? Of course you don't. You know nothing about the legend of 3,000 years ago that says... Wait, what does it say? Oh, whatever. Who cares about all that? It's time for me to get some sweet revenge. With style. Alright. Alright. Get some Team Flare content pretty early. If you remember from last episode, there was none. None until like the last 15 minutes. So, I'm not going to complain. This is great. We got Allison up front. Dang. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to... Yeah, we're just going to return. Or strength, I mean. What else can you do? Here we are. I know, right? Finally some Team Flare cutscenes. And again, it's probably got... It's got no substance. It introduces the idea that these stones can do more. So that's something. Okay? That's something. But besides that... Also a Golbat this early. I know I say this early, but it's like... Regular trainers, I'm not used to them having anything of substance. Because all the old games... Every single trainer battle outside of like... Gym leader battles are... Complete, like, cakewalks. That might be a problem with Emerald. Or way too easy. You may have beaten me again, but when I lose, I go out in style. But this game, it seems like the regular trainers have a little bit more oomph to them. While I remember the gyms only get 3 Pokemon each. Like, even to the 8th gym leader. Which is not, you know. It's not really a challenge, but whatever. Alexander says, Golbat looks weird with its mouth closed. I agree. It's always got to have its mouth open. And that... Does it ever close its mouth in these games? Did I watch it close its mouth? That'd be kind of funny if we saw it with its mouth closed, though. Because the sprites would always have it open. And that's something I like about... And I talk about this in my video about the limitations of Pokemon. Like what they used to have. And it's like, what I love about old sprites... And what I like about the old games is the sprites. You could only draw like 1 or 2 frames of the Pokemon. And it had to stay like that for the whole time. And so it was really cool to see what like artists would do to sort of portray the Pokemon in like the most dynamic or cool style. And so like Golbat, it always had its mouth open. But it never really had a dynamic pose in the old games. But Typhlosion's my favorite example. Because it would always have its fire out. And one of the unfortunate things about switching to 3D is that they would tuck it in unless it's attacking. And that's something else with Mega Fraligator, right? Is if it was like a sprite, let's say. They would draw the sprite, and it'd always have like the head closed around his face, so it has like the big Totodile head. But when it comes out of the Pokeball, maybe the 2 sprites would have it opening up to show that. But with a 3D game... You're always stuck with the mouth open unless it's attacking. And so you sort of have the opposite. Same with Typhlosion. Its fires are always in instead of popping out when it's attacking. And so that's something I noticed with 3D and Pokemon. Is the more you try to lean into like a realistic look, sort of like what Scarlet and Violet did, the less you can lean into the cool and whimsy and dynamic aspects of Pokemon designs. Can't you see we adults are busy? Don't interrupt our work, kid. Alright, Shoddy. Alright. I mean, I'm going to anyways. And you know, that's what you know what? It's just so cute that every Pokemon story is just a little child taking on the universe. And isn't that dope? Like, think about it from the perspective of a kid. Like, the new stories, the villainous teams, and I do videos on the villainous teams, so I always look at it from that perspective. But the new villainous teams aren't necessarily villainous per se. Not in the conventional sense. Like, a lot of them are just sort of misunderstood, or just trying to get by, or there's always a reason, you know, like a almost honorable reason for them to be doing what they're doing. And, didn't I get a Thunderstone earlier? Or was that on this route? I'll check. I don't know why I thought about that. Oh, because Pikachu. But back in the day when you're a kid and you're playing these games, it makes you feel so cool as like a child that you're taking on these big organizations and you're winning. You know, it's just something, little detail to these games that I think they should bring back. You know, I think it would be good for these games if, you know, we sort of went back to a traditional villainous team style, make kids feel cooler. Again, I haven't finished ZA, so I don't necessarily know how big that is, but we'll get there. Well, if that's how you're going to be, I'll just stop working. Dude, that's me at work, I'm gonna be honest. Any inconvenience, I'm like, nah. Paid by the hour, whatever. People in ancient times must have been incredible. Maybe I should say that it was the Pokemon in ancient times that were incredible. I guess. Should I heal up my Vaporeon? I can't really use it yet. We'll just keep going. Keep going with old reliable. You inspect the stones. I inspect you. Alright. Inspect me all you want, Shouty. Okay. Okay. Inspect me all you want. Whatever that means, I guess. But yeah. I'm kind of in a dark poison. Okay. I swore for a second poison resisted dark, but I'm Unk now. I'm forgetting things. It's horrible. When you start to forget some of the type charts, it's depressing. It feels like a part of me is missing when I mix up a type matchup. As a result of my inspection, I can tell that you're stronger than I am. Yeah. Alright. You're blushing. I mean, who wouldn't? You're getting inspected by this baddie. Strong you may be, but this stylish Team Flare suit would simply not look good on you. One thing I forgot to do is reading all these lines. Is discovering the secrets of these stones really a job for adults? And did the guy get... Oh. I guess we're running into more Pokemon. But some of these villainous teams videos is, unlike a normal playthrough of Pokemon, I can't just turn my brain off and sort of like skim through the text of the villainous teams. Which is how they're supposed to be read, mind you. How they're supposed to be read in a normal circumstance. So I like go through it with like a fine-tooth comb. I make sure to always read what even the grunts say after you defeat them. Okay, I guess the last guy, he ran off, right? I've got amnesia. I guess he ran off. That's fine. Oh, no! Another Pokemon battle. In my Pokemon game? Alright. Yo, with all the talk about Legend ZA that's been going on the internet, and speaking of this tourist, who obviously has a Japanese-inspired name, have you heard of that syndrome? It's called, like, Paris syndrome, that only, like, Japanese people get. I don't know where I saw it on Twitter somewhere. Where you usually see this stuff. These schizophrenic conspiracy theories that are probably maybe correct. Anyways, what it talks about is, like, Japanese people love the idea of France. They love the idea of Paris, specifically. And what is up, Mr. Cool Hat? Good to see ya. Just rambling about Paris syndrome in Japan. It's that a lot of Japanese people love Paris so much on a conceptual, theoretical level that they... I'll get to that, Mr. Cool Hat, the Vaporeon. I'll get to that. And that when they go and visit Paris in person, they're so let down, they get, like, schizophrenic, like, symptoms because of how psychotic the difference is between what they thought Paris would be and what it actually ends up being. That's probably a horrible way of, like, explaining it, but that's what it was. Anyways, where did this come from? Bubbles, the male Vaporeon, because I was too lazy and did not want to re-roll for a female one, so it's just kind of weird now. Maybe that would have been weirder, actually. So we got a female, or a male one, named Bubbles. Because I had to. I think after all that talk Friday, about the Vaporeons, it had to be done. And I saw that Eevee was in the encounter pool in Route 10, which was literally next. that I was like, all right, it's happening. We're getting one. So that's what happened. I had to do a little backtracking to get the Water Stone on Route 8. I think that's the route. But that's what happened. Is that the most brain dead, like, set of moves you've ever seen in your life? The endure while the sands is up. Crazy play. Crazy play. But Mr. Cool Hat says, I'm officially siding with Lysander now. Hey, who says I'm not part of Team Flare? All that's going to happen, he's going to nuke the planet, right? And I paid my $50 million fee. All right? You're stuck with me now. You side with Lysander, you're stuck with me. So, think about it like this, okay? Would it be better for there to be 8 billion people and one of me? Or for there to be like 5,000 people and one of them is me? You know? So, technically by siding with Lysander and I'm on Team Flare, you're actually increasing my share of the population by millions. So what's it going to be? What's it going to be? You're on Team Flare now, huh? The e-payment just went through. You're on Team Flare. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club, pal. You're stuck with me now. There's no take-backsies, okay? When that ultimate weapon goes off, no take-backs. Alexander says, in Pokemon Showdown, I made my Primarina a male and named it Femboy, just for the sake of it. I didn't want to say the cursed F word. Femboy. But they're in now. They're in now. What can I say? They're in. I would never do it, okay? I'm just saying. Sometimes men be being women better than women are. That ain't nothing wrong with that. That's fine. It's 2025, right? Right? Here's what I'll say, though. I saw a clip from Andrew Tate, okay? It's Andrew Tate, okay? I get it. It's on, like, Instagram. And it was the question. This is old. The question was, would you rather, and this is coming from, like, a male, like just a normal dude. Would you rather sleep with the ugliest, most horrifying-looking woman in the world, right? Or like a 10 out of 10, like, femboy. I'm not going to answer that. It's rhetorical. But it does... And here's the thing. You can't just answer it with your gut. Because your gut's going to be like, hey, I'm not gay. I'll just... What it makes you... Think about it. And... No, like, just think about it. Envision it. What would that experience be like in both ways? All I'm saying is maybe the answer isn't as black and white as it seems. Black and white. Like the Pokemon game. I don't know why I brought that up. I'm making it so weird. It's whatever. It's whatever. We got a Vaporeon. That's just the way it is. Wartortle got thrown in the box. He got replaced. Leonardo, the leader in blue, is going to have to lead from the back now. It's fine. Geosenge Town is the town of stones. Thanks. I couldn't piece that one together. I could be here for days. I would not be able to figure that one out. Oh, he was singing. Okay, never mind. I thought that was supposed to be something, like, mysterious. Angry Dad Gamer says, can we talk about the, I'm assuming, bears again? Or femboys? Bears or femboys? How about both? Caleb Williams, come on. Isn't he kind of like one? Yeah. But, if I remember correctly, this is where everything big's going to go down eventually. So this is kind of important. Hear this, Pipsqueak. Team Flare is going to use the stones on Route 10 and a fantastic treasure to make everyone on the team happy. In this world, the ones who have power are the ones who win with Flare. This is a very salient point about how the universe works. It's all about power. And Getsus is a great case study on this in Pokemon Black and White. It's like, what you say in this world really... And this is thinking about it politically, right? Or anything, really. Like, this could be in, like, corporate settings as well. But it really doesn't matter what you say. What you say is irrelevant. Do you have power? Do you have influence? Can you utilize it? That's what matters. And everything you say just has to justify that power. And Getsus was a perfect example of that. He had his goals. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. And his words were used to justify him. His rhetoric did not shape his ability. His rhetoric did not shape what his actions were. It's the inverse. So, very important. But I love this line. It's true. Maybe not the flare part. But whatever. Woman, easy. They ain't all gonna be tense. Hey, I'm just saying though. And he said this. I'm not saying it out of my own personal beliefs. But he said, think about it. This is a genuine 1 out of 10. It's not like a, you know, it's not like a, oh, she's fine. She's in your accounting class. You're like, I can see it. Whatever. It's like a genuine 1. Like genuine. Like, really think about it. Anyways, Team Flare. Flyboy. Was someone from Team Flare here just now? What happens if I lie? Why would I lie? Oh, that's why I would lie. To protect her. You don't need to protect me. I chased a Team Flare grunt here. But the only thing past here is a dead end. There's something very weird about Team Flare. Yes, there is. It's just a dead end? Oh, I guess it is. I guess it is. Mr. Cool Hat says, what did I join in on? The discussion and the debate of a lifetime. Nothing quite invigorates the mind like a good, well-hearted debate. Like a 10 out of 10 femboy or a genuine 1 out of 10 woman. But it's okay. These are the type of conversations that happen when you have the GOAT Vaporeon on your team. I'm sure. That's how it goes. All right. Let's see here. What's this item? A timer ball. A timer ball. So, is there really... Is this it? Is there... anything else in this town? Hey, girl, you're okay. You're okay, girl. Sorry about that. I know they got these hotels. Did anyone ever figure out the point of these hotels? I was a dumb kid when I played this game and was exploring all the features. But did these hotels serve any purpose? Besides just fitting some NPCs in them? I get curious. Oh, look at that. Another Absol owner. Hello. France has hotels? Apparently. Pokemon thinks so. Yeah, you know, it fills the world up, I guess. I don't know. I feel like maybe you could fit a feature in here. I do remember something about the... The O-Power dude. Mr. Bonding? No, I don't. Hello? Holy mackerel. What was that? I hope we can agree that we're not taking this one, though. Like, the 1 out of 10 over Mr. O-Power. Holy mackerel. You're okay, girl. Hold on. I'll be right back. Gotta do the... No Hassan Piker. I gotta put that disclaimer out. But it's okay. I'll be right back. One moment, please. And I got a haircut. It's gone. I'm chopped now. Just kidding. My hair got chopped. I love how it looks, actually. Got the cute little curtains. All right. I'm beautiful. All right. But that was weird. And now we know what the hotels are for. That was... Yeah, Mr. Colette, that was... Yes, that was a crime. And he wasn't even cute. That was just a man. He wasn't even trying to look or sound like... That was just a dude. It's okay. It's okay. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. Dark things happen in that hotel. I'll never be the same. But it's okay. It's fine. You know, the problem is without Surf, I really don't feel like I have a solid lead Pokemon anymore. I mean, Allison's great. Actually, I take that back. Absol might be our best because she can just throw out strengths and takes it on. Is there anything else I'm missing here? Because I don't want to be that dude that's like, oh, I'll just move on to the next town and not read anything. But yeah, it just feels like, you know, just not a ton. Oh. Oh. Okay. I don't know why. Whatever. Another use for the hotel. I was just flaming these hotels earlier. It has had 2 actual impactful things as part of its existence. So whatever. You saw those huge stones on Route 10, didn't you? Some of the bigger ones are more than 30 feet tall. And there's hundreds of millions. Whatever. I suppose it's possible that people put up these stones to help from lots of Pokemon. But for what purpose? Why are they here? There are lots of theories about them, of course. Some think that they mark the burial sites of warriors from ancient times. Others say that they were built as family memorials or that they were set up for ritual to celebrate life. I don't know about all that, though. Personally, I think they might just be a kind of calendar. You see it all the time in astronomy studies. Ancient cultures use stones to track the movement of the sun. One thing is for sure. Those stones are full of mysteries. Many believe they can contain some kind of mysterious power. I just hope it's a benign power that is watching over us people and Pokemon. Speaking of which, there are some mysterious stones in the neighboring Shallower City too. I think those are going to be the Mega Stones, if I remember correctly. A song I'd recommend is DeLorean by Galleons. Alright. Let's put it on after this. You guys collect CDs, speaking of music? I used to in high school. I don't know why. It's cool to have a physical version of songs you like. I started up again because they're so cheap. They are so cheap. It's never been cheaper to get CDs, like old ones, like good songs. You know what I mean? Ooh, look at this. Karina, how you doing? And some Lucario. I kind of get mollywopped by fighting types. Nah, we got Bryson. We're fine. We've got Harry. Harry's gonna be... It's a steel type. He's got fire type moves. It's okay. I don't know if there's a point to staying in besides the fact it's raining though. Oh my gosh, this might be a brutal battle. Maybe I just try to get flinches off. It outspeeds me, and it's setting up. Dude, this children's game is whooping me. Oh. Dude, we're gonna get cooked. We're gonna get cooked. How do I get the paralysis off? Try to, I guess. I used to own about 300 CDs. Most are gone now. Hey. I might be part of the reason of that. I love CDs. Especially those old 90s, 2000s. It's the best. It's the best. Alright. This might be karma for the Fire Red team. I think so. I've got too many... Is my gain on my microphone just too much for you guys? Here you go. I feel like I was peeking out my mic too much. This is karma. I've got nothing that could take on Lucario. And, well, with the rain up, I definitely don't have anything that could take on Lucario. We don't need Slam. But what we're going to try and do is the same strat. Paralyze Lucario and Electro Ball. It has to be done. I don't know how else I'm going to... Yeah, this game... Okay. This game's a lot harder than people say. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because I'm just bad. But I think people are kind of just taking the champion battle and the gym leader battles, and they're sort of saying... They're basing their opinion on that. And I understand that those are supposed to be the hardest parts of the game. So it does make sense why you would judge the game off its hardest aspects. But, like, on like a base level, the regular trainers here are absolutely stacked versus some of the other games. I might just go for the side beam here. I know it's neutral, but oh, brother. Dude, this could have got bad quickly. My goodness. That could have gone south. All right, level 21. You love to see it. You love to see it. And we got to go back to Route 10 for a second, okay? Once you get past the cave beyond there, you'll be there. So stop and say hello. Oh, she's the gym leader. So we're going to fight her later. I'm trying to get to the 4th gym leader. I don't know if that's going to happen today. I want to get to him. That Unk with the grass gym. But I don't know if that's going to happen. But that's what we're going to try and do. Oh my goodness. This reminds me of Viridian City, where there's just a bunch of walls everywhere being annoying. It's okay. All right. But yes, there is a Thunderstone. I just saw that. En Route 10. So we're going to go there. Otis says, I used to think Lucario was a mystic Pokemon, mythical Pokemon. Yeah. So, I'm forgetting. There's a lot of Pokemon that way where it feels like they're more special than they really are. Zoroark. I think Zoroark might be the other one. Like him and Lucario, it's like you'd think they were so mythical based on how much advertising they got, right? But nope. They're just Gullet. Gullet. Yeah, they're just regular Pokemon. And that's and you know what I loved about Black and White too is that you could get a Lucario like before the 2nd gym. Like the coolest thing. Especially when it came out, because when you're a kid, again, you think those things. You think it's the special Pokemon. You had to get it from an egg in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. But then in Black and White, you can just catch Riolu. It's just awesome. Ooh. Yanma. I think this might be the most... I don't know why Yanma exists. Because think about it this way. Just put it in the context of Generation 2 when it came out. With Yan Mega, it makes a little bit more sense. But what is Yanma's purpose? Outside, you know what? Outside of world building, though, it's kind of useless. But for world building, when you make animations and make little environments, you get to put a dragonfly in. So... it's like, in the context of Generation 2, though. And see, Mr. Cool Out, Yanmega's cool, right? And it's actually decent. I don't want to say good, but it's a decent Pokemon, like, battle-wise. I like its design. But it's like, there were 2 whole generations where Yanmega didn't exist, but Yanma did. And it's like, might be the definition of filler Pokemon. But that also points out how goated Gen 4 was. Because Gen 4 gave so many Pokemon evolutions that I wouldn't say they absolutely needed them, but it helped a ton of them, you know, be more relevant, feel like it has meaning, purpose. Like Licky Licky, I wouldn't say it's a straight upgrade from Licking Tongue in terms of designs, but like now it's more powerful, more relevant, I guess. That's what I like about Gen 4. And I think they just had some of the coolest designs, frankly. Now, this is something interesting. I'm so unk. My immediate reaction to seeing Curlia pop up on the screen was like, hey, I need to keep my Absol out. But no. There's a fairy type now. I gotta worry about that. That's what we got Poison Sting for, okay? This is what poison types are for. Oh, yeah. Mr. Coolat says, yeah, you get Weavile out of Gen 4 and Electivire. Goats. Weavile is one of the coolest freaking Pokemon, dude. So awesome. Porygon Z, Togekiss. That's what I'm saying. So many Pokemon. And I think if you didn't, like, a lot of newer kids aren't going to really recognize how important that is, you know? Because they've never lived in a time where there was no Weavile, there was no Porygon Z. But, like, that was a game changer. You know, back in the day, it was just Porygon 2. It was just Yanma. It was just Electabuzz. And now with Gen 4, you've got these cool Pokemon. Absolutely dope designs. But like, Electivire, I remember in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, That's when I finally decided to just, like, take the time and try the Masuda method of breeding. And if you don't know what the Masuda method for breeding is in Pokemon, you get a chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. It's basically a 1 in 8,000 chance of... 1 in 8,000 chance in the old games, 1 in 4,000 chance in the new games, to get a Pokemon that's just cosmetically different. It's like a skin in Fortnite. Doesn't really change anything about it besides the color. And if you breed 2 Pokemon from different regions of the world, so a Pokemon from a United States copy of Pokemon Y and like a Japanese copy of Pokemon Y, you breed them, they have a super high chance of getting shiny odds. But it's not like 1 in 10. It's like 1 in... Is it 1 in 4,000 or 1 in 2,000? Something like that. Or 1 in 1,000. Something crazy. But Elekid was my first shiny using the Masuda method. My only one. Because I got it in like 19 eggs. And I was like, I'm never going to get this lucky ever again. I used up all my karma on this single Elekid. So I never shiny bred after that. But cool little personal story about Electivire. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to quickly level up our Bubbles to get him to the same level as everyone else on the team. Alexander says Life Orb adaptability Porygon Z hits really hard. Oh, I bet. It's just stacking damage multipliers. Is it the meta to use Tri-Attack? Because that's one of my favorite... Aesthetically, Tri-Attack is one of my favorite moves. Because it just looks so cool. But I don't know if that's the move to use, you know what I mean? Let's see here. And it's not like shiny, and that's the thing too, I got shiny Electivire. I think the only thing that really changes, it gets like a little less yellow, but it has blue eyes, if I remember correctly. So it's cool, but like, you know. I don't know when I'm ever going to use Aqua Ring. I don't know why I got rid of, not like I'd use Baby Doll Eyes either, but it's fine. But, hey, wait. I'm not evolving Pikachu yet. It learns Thunderbolt eventually. So maybe I just hold off on evolving Pikachu. Because I think it learns Thunderbolt on its own, naturally. I don't have to use a TM. I think next you get Pharaoh Seed, which, while useless against the next gym, does get you Ferrothorn. And that thing's... Dude, Ferrothorn... Again, I haven't played Showdown in years. But dude, Generation 5... I don't know 5 as much, but 6? Maybe... Oh yeah, it was definitely 5. But Generation 6, dude, Ferrothorn ran that shiz, dude. Frickin' Ferrothorn's a beast. I know, like, it was hard countered by Heatran, but if you gotta pack a Legendary to counter a Pokemon, that's a good freaking Pokemon. So I'll tell you what, that's a good Pokemon. But I was never a fan of those stall teams, not gonna be honest. Having a stall team is like being a... How do I say this? Using a stall team in Pokemon is maybe the worst thing you could do. Like, genuinely. I don't think prison time is enough for stall team users. I think you need to be... Things must be done. Let's say Mr. O... You're going to have a visit with Mr. O-Power in a hotel if you use stall teams. I used it for spikes and rock. Hey, that's what you got to do. Set up. I know he's just a component. He's not the stall team. But it just reminded me of stall teams. Like, in Gen 7, it got horrible. Because you got that one poison type that was just like, hey, Meanfu. We're just talking about this. There was that one... Is it Toxapex? Toxapex? Anyways, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Toxapex. Exactly. See, look at that. I'm sure you got PTSD just from hearing that name. But yeah, there is not a punishment fit enough for how bad running a stall team is on Pokemon Showdown. Like, do you have... This is what I mean, though. Like, low-key, these are good teams. These are pretty good teams. Here's our debut of the GOAT, Bubbles. We're just gonna Aurora Beam it up. Don't paralyze me. Nice. Maybe we Aqua Ring here. It's gonna paralyze me. Don't do it. I think this allows me to survive one extra one. Although I could have just used Aurora Beam 2 more times instead of doing this. Oh, brother. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, these regular trainers are kind of good. The PEX has inflicted trauma in both the playthrough and showdown. And that's the thing, is like, we as humans get too prideful. Where we're like, I'm just not gonna use it. It's the poison. Look at Barry go, okay? He got the clutch poison. But you'll never find me using a Toxapex. I don't care if it's pride. I don't care if it's hubris. That's for the weak. That's for the weak, okay? We only use wall breakers and sweepers. I got it legitimately. You're catching Pokemon legitimately in this economy. You know, the cost-benefit analysis of ever doing anything legitimately in competitive Pokemon is, like, horrible. That's horrible, dude. I think... What are, like, the worst Pokemon to get legitimately? Like, genuinely. Pex. I know Zygarde's whole thing in Ultra Sun. Or was that in regular Sun and Moon? As well. Anyways, I was just like... If a Pokemon takes too long to get, PK Hex is free. Modding your 3DS is easier than, like... What's easy? I'm trying to think of something that's easy. It's easier than tying your shoe, frankly. Easier than tying your shoe. Modding your 3DS. So it's like... Now, Switch. Modding your Switch is hard, dude. Ask me how I know. It is hard. It is horrifying. It leaves... You're shook. But you don't want to be shaking when you're modding your Switch. But... Yeah, it's like... Pokemon's like not a game you want to play legitimately when it comes to competitive. You need perfect IVs. You need perfect EVs. That's the easy part. But you need perfect IVs. You need the perfect ability. You need movesets, certain egg moves. And in a lot of cases, unless you're Wolfie, and I know he doesn't, I'm sure. Get him legitimately. Unless you have the skills of Wolfie, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Tell me I gotta spend 3 hours. 3 hours, that's 30 hours getting a Pokemon that I'm just gonna suck at battling with. It's whatever. Ooh, Sycamore. Hello there. Looks like you've Hello there. Looks like you've almost made it to Shalor City. That's fantastic. It looks like your journey with your Pokemon around the Kalos region is going swimmingly. I wanted to tell you about a person in Shalor who knows a great deal about Mega Evolution. People call him the Mega Evolution Guru. That's good. I've told everyone else about him, so if you have a second, you should give him a visit. Here we go. We're about to get the nuke button. We're about to go nuclear. Yeah, 3 hours for one Pokemon that's not even competitively viable for a playthrough. Hell on earth. Yeah. These guys... Hey. I'm gonna heal up. These guys... I have witnessed them end Nuzlocks. I have witnessed it. That's like a thing. Those two are good. I was on a shortlist to get hired for a corporate job at Pokemon. Maybe you could have fixed a lot of what's going on here. Maybe you could have... Hey, tell them, if you ever do get that job, tell them to make competitive battling more accessible. We don't need to be doing all this. We don't need to be grinding and breeding all these Pokemon. I think they have made it a lot better. I'm just stuck in Generation 6 era stuff, which it was actually easy compared to Generation 5. But, like, yeah, it's funny. Those videos by I'm Blissey, where it's like, it's a full-time job to get competitively viable Pokemon. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. Horiyama. Ooh. Ooh. We're not catching him. But, yeah. What you're about to see is a battle with some of the hardest... Like, you don't want to battle these guys in a Nuzlocke. They could legitimately end your run and stuff. I'm going to save before them. Because that's how bad I remember they are. But we'll see. We'll see. And think. It's like, oh, it's Mr. Mime Machoke. But then you remember... These are like fully evolved Pokemon. Now, what do I want to do? I think... Let's take out... Let's just focus on the Mr. Mime and see if we can slow him down. There we go. Bruh. Dude. Is what I mean. Actually, that's not what I mean. I mean, it's a reflect. But, here we go. We should be able to take it out now. Maybe not fully, but we'll be able to get a big chunk out of Machoke. The Electro Ball should take out this Mr. Mime. Because does the Electro Ball take into account that it's paralyzed? I think so. I think it's like a good 1-2 combo. Maybe it's just been placebo, but I think that helps a ton. Okay, never mind. I said this was like a run killer, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, the choke is chunky, dude. But it's okay. Bubbles is chunky too, okay? He's chunky. He's got a good weight to him. Look at that. So we just got a really, really low roll on that first one. That's fine. Maybe just quick attack and end it now. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Nikocado. All right. So now we got that cave, right? Reflection cave. That's fun. Another dungeon. But we've got all our repels, so it's not going to be too bad. Hey, hey. It's not going to be horrible. We'll pop some repels. I won't subject you to that. We're going to heal up Pikachu. And I guess we're just going to rock with the dead Allison. Let's see here. In this cave... Oh, yeah. It looks like Pharaoh Seed. I'll probably run into a Pharaoh Seed anyways, because I think they drop from the ceiling. Are there Zubats in this cave? Am I capping? I don't think there's... That might be funny. There might be no Zubats in here. That's okay. That's okay. Any story? Because there's a mirror. Oh, funny. He got me. Linoon. That's a fast Pokemon. What are you guys' thoughts on Linoon? I like it, because I have nostalgia for it, because I'm a Hoenn kid. But, you know, it is a basic design, but I think that's fine, because it's not supposed to be anything special. You know what I mean? It's just a Route 1 rodent. So I think it's fine. It's got the avatar arrow on it. Know what that's about. It goes forward in a straight line very fast. But is it that fast? I know it's fast compared to, like, pre-evolutions. Let me check. 100 base speed. Like, that's okay. Like, it's a healthy speed. I wouldn't say it's, like, super fast, though. It's whatever. Especially with, Belly Drum Extreme Speed Linoon. That sounds like a good strat, actually. That just makes me think of Norman's Linoon and Emerald. Yeah, Mr. Colette, for Gen 3, that was great, though. Yeah, that's right. It's all about the speed creep in these new games. Everything's faster than the last. Like, Regieleki is, like, faster than Deoxys Speed. I remember reading that. It's like, what are we doing? Why did I get an encounter? Did my repel go off? I don't remember it going off, but it's fine. Am I missing something? Why am I getting encounters? Did I not pop my repel? That's fine. Whatever. But yeah. And that's a problem with games that go on this long, is you're gonna have power creep, because you gotta do everything, you know. You gotta make new Pokemon seem better. Regieleki has a speed stat of 200. Yeah, it looks like I forgot the repel. An Ace Trainer. This could be a tough battle. It's fine. It'll be okay. Yeah, base speed instead of 200. That's more than Deoxys. Remember, Deoxys is in the 100s still. And it's like, what do you even do? Like, because now you have all these old Pokemon. They're just not viable anymore. I think Mega's tried to alleviate some of that. But, you know, like, you can only do so much with these old Pokemon without just straight up changing their stats. And then at that point, they're not the Pokemon anymore. So it's kind of this weird, like, balance you got to do with these games. And that's why it's like, you know, there's going to be power creep, just a fact of life. It's whatever. Helioptile. We'll send out Nikocado. I'm feeling like there's major holes in my team. And a lot of it comes from the fact that Vaporeon does not have a water-type move. I know this has nothing to do with this Pokemon right here, but, like, I feel like I'm missing something. This team isn't quite where I need it. But Snorlax will carry. It's okay. Nikocado. You can always rely on Nikocado. Why do I feel like I'm missing, like, a fighting type, though? I'm just looking at my team. I'm going, like, I'm missing something. Yeah, Lucario. That's what I'm missing. We're going to get Lucario soon, so all of my problems will be fixed. But, like, think about it this way. Like, a normal trainer, there's 2 Pokemon, and then they have a Granbull. Like, an actually legitimately, like, decent Pokemon. We're just going to thug it out. We're just going to keep spamming Body Slam. It's okay. Somehow I'm outspeeding. I know I'm 3 levels higher, but Granbull's got to be slow. There we go. As a fellow Pokemon lover, you're an ace yourself. See, we're both Pokemon lovers. We're not good at battling, okay? We just love Pokemon. That's probably a shortcut. But of course we can't take that. Get Caesar. I would. Where do you even get Scyther in this game? That'd be a dope Pokemon to have. Hey, we got Allison back. That's sweet. Dude, Caesar said it last. Maybe it was 2 streams ago. That was definitely last stream. One of my favorite Pokemon all time. Oh, Shadow. Woobat. Ah, not Zubat. Woobat. Difference. Granbull has a speed stat of 45. That is slow. That is slow. See ya, Angry Dad Gamer. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. But this is kind of the charming thing about Gen 5 Pokemon, is all of them are kind of just like every archetype you get in Pokemon from Gen 1, they had to do again. So it's kind of cute to see them, you know? Like, Garbodor's obviously a Muck clone. And I thought I'd have more examples. But, like, what we just saw there, Woobat's like a Zubat, you know? It's cute. I know a lot of people say it's, like, uninspired. But I thought it was cool that you had to use all new Pokemon. So, whatever. Hey, Big F. If you use the move Flash, not as many wild Pokemon will turn up. Thanks. I've got something else. I've got completely legitimately acquired Super Repels, so you don't got to worry about that. Yeah, me too. I'd wish I would want to be as good as me too, pal. See, this is a cool little touch, though. Look at how, like, you have to use the mirror to know there's stairs right there. That's cool. That's like a little cute detail. I'm just like, these battles, it's okay. I'll do battles. Just not every single one. Unless it's a team flip. Another fun fact about all my villainous team videos. Team Rocket Hideout. If you know the path, you can get through it fairly quickly. Like in Fire Red Leaf Green. I'm talking about Silphco, not the Hideout. But when you gotta read every single line of dialogue from every single grunt, it takes a while. So I can, like, fly through the rest of the game. But, like, once I get to, like, the hideouts and stuff, I'm battling every single grunt, and I'm talking to every single one. Which, I know they want you to, because reading's important to get, like, background on the world of Pokemon. But there is so much just nothing lines, nothing dialogue in Pokemon, as you all know. Now, that can get grating sometimes. But it's okay. It's for the love of the game. All right. Oh, another encounter. I should probably look for the shadows and avoid them. I'm popping these repels for absolutely no reason. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, is this sort of the last generation that had real dungeons? It's a question. Because, was it Gen 7 or Gen 8 where you really just got the hallway dungeons? Because I remember in Gen 8, it was actually brutal. Like, the first cave you go to, it's like a mining cave. And it is just a hallway. Like, straight up. I know it's like a meme to be like, oh, dungeons are just hallways now. And I don't think a dungeon being just a hallway is necessarily bad. Like Final Fantasy 13, you can have linear routes and still be a good game. But it is Pokemon, so... And I guess that is Final Fantasy. Maybe they kind of are similar. But it's like... having explorable dungeons is kind of a big part of these games, because the mystery and the exploration's sort of a core gameplay mechanic, if you want to put it that way. Gen 7 did have a few dungeons, like Vast Pony Canyon. There we go. So I guess Gen 8 was the first without, like, actual, you know, actual dungeons, per se. But it's like, I feel like it's a core part of these games, you know, to have dungeons that are explorable, because part of Pokemon is the mysterious nature of the world. It's like, you know, you find little nooks and crannies with items and little lore details. But Barrius says, I remember hating this cave so much. I don't remember most of this cave, actually. Besides the gimmick, you know what I mean? Like, besides the mirror aspect, I've pretty much forgotten it. So, do we put rest on the... We got to. Lick is doing absolutely nothing. But, yeah, I just remember this cave having the... No, we could use Snore, right? Now I'm just sort of... What does Snore do again? Special... we're fine. There's Sleep Talk, maybe I'd use it. But yeah, I don't really remember much of this cave besides the gimmick. I just remember it being like a cool graphical showcase. I really love Chargestone Cave from Black and White. There we go. Thunderbolt. Here we go, guys. We can get rid of Electro Ball. Pikachu's actual signature moves back. Thunderbolt. The goat. Now we can finally get a Raichu. Ooh, Pin Missile. Is this better than Twin Needle? I don't know. I mean, yes, technically. But it doesn't get the poison. That's fine. We still got Poison Sting if we really want to do a BS poison thing. Vaporeon, awesome team member, didn't need that Firestone after all. Nope, no Firestone. But Waterstone and a Thunderstone are being used in this episode, which we'll just do right now. No point in waiting. Electro is going to become even more viable. Look at this. See ya. I am going to miss the Pikachu cry. I think that's cute. Especially when it dies and it's like, Pika, Pika. It's like, bruh. Freaking funny. Raichu. We love a little Raichu up in this. Boom. The Fire Red team. Still in progress. Still rocking and rolling. I don't know about his 3D model, though. Raichu's 3D model's not really living up to what I want. Forgot how kind of derpy it looks. Is there a way I could just swap the screen real quick? I mean... Let's not. I'm going to mess it up, and then my whole display is going to be... It's okay. Let's keep going. Let's get out of this cave. My goodness. Barrius asks, what is your favorite regional form? I haven't really thought about that a lot. I'm an Unk, so a lot of the ones that I do remember are just the Alolan ones. But... let's see. I'm going to say kind of basic, but like Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix. That might be my favorite. Just because it's like so... it's so cool. It's an ice fox. Pretty cool. I think that's my favorite. I'm sure if I looked at a list. Let me see. If I looked at list of regional Pokemon. Definitely not Rattata. Raichu's fine. Vulpix. It's currently my favorite I'm looking at. There's a lot more than I remember. Oh my goodness. There's a ton of regional forms. Oh my goodness. What? Goodra got one? I didn't even know that. I'm Unk. Interesting. I'm gonna stick to what I said. I think Vulpix is still probably my favorite one. It's just a... at this point, it's a classic design. I used to make Pikachu hold an Everstone to keep him cute when I was a kid. Wow. Kid U was not optimized. You should have just popped a Light Stone on that thing. Or Light Ball, or whatever it's called. A Light Ball. That's what it is. Hisuian Goodra. I saw it. I genuinely did not know it existed. That's crazy. I'm Unk, so I'm saying that as my excuse. But yeah. But yeah, probably Vulpix. I mean, how can you hate it? It's a good design. Like, I mean, just look at it. It's perfect. Is this guy gonna... I have to battle in the game about battling. Are you kidding me? It's okay. What are your guys' favorite trainer battle themes, though? I just heard this song, and it's pretty good. But I feel like Sinnoh's trainer battle theme is maybe the most classic of all of them. I think that's just a great song. Bubbles, learn something. Learn something already. I'm sick and tired of this. Like, I gotta wait till Surf. But once Vaporeon gets Surf, you're gonna get sick of seeing him. Because Surf is way too good. And they never fixed it. I feel like after Gen 3, you'd figure out, oh yeah, Surf does way too much damage for a 100% power move that hits everyone. But no, they just kept going. They just kept letting Surf be the most broken game in any walkthrough or playthrough. Diggersby. Again, that Lucario would be clutch here, but we'll just keep Bubbles out. And I used Quick Attack. I choked. Lose Aurora Beam. Oh yeah, Diggersby is the ground type. I thought it was still just a normal type. Okay. We'll take it. With the 2 accuracy drops, we still hit. Bubbles is kind of clutch like that. Alright. Let's just get that Strength Rock out of the way if we ever have to come back. Alright. This should be Shallower Town. Or City. Yep. See? Hold on. Hold on. I was talking about ZA Mega Evolutions having a different philosophy and design than Megas. Look at this. You know how your hair sticks up all over the place when you wake up? Think Mega Evolution is like that? Huh? That's kind of a rhetorical question, isn't it? So we went from the design language being, these are Pokemon that were spiky because they slept in. type deal. Anyways, my theory. But I don't know. They are obviously different, but yeah. What do we got here? Okay, I'll take the Soothe Bell. I'll take it. Do we go in that tower yet? Isn't there like a tower thing here? Hold on. It's just sometimes what I do is I go to every NPC and talk to them. Freak. Who's died the least? Barry? Okay, you can feel a bit of love. Sorry, Barry. I'm abusing Barry. Barry says, I love breaking into houses in Pokemon. Favorite pastime. Favorite pastime, you know? No knocking required. Just walking. At least in these games, you can walk into houses, though. A lot of the newer ones, it's just menus. So at least you get houses in this one. Ooh. Hey, Big F, how's your journey going? Let's compare our Coastal Kalos Pokédexes. I don't know. Do you want to look? Ah. Okay. Who are we supposed to say hello to again? Mega Evolution Guru. Yeah, did he ever say a name? Where do you think he is? I heard he's in that imposing building deep in the city. Tower of Mastery. Okay. Ready? This is what they put. This is why they put these games on the 3DS. For this moment. It's kind of like the dolphins in Sonic Adventure 1. Okay? Never mind. I'm going to get interrupted. I'm going to get interrupted. A new dance? Isn't this stone cool? It might be a Mega Stone. Here, you can have it. No way. Tierno's the guy that gives us our Mega Stone. See? This is what I mean. They put this game on the 3DS so they could do this. And then they show it in their advertising so you buy the game. Pretty cool. It's what it is, I guess. Alright. Look, see? It's this. It's like, oh my gosh. Look, it's in 3D. It's okay, sorry. I'm being way too glib about this. It's cool. It's fine. I like what they did with the camera here. The fisheye lens. That was actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Look at Mega Lucario. That's just aura. Come on. That's just aura, dude. Here we go. Some more story. I guess you could say I'm an acquaintance of his. But Mega Evolution Guru isn't my real name. Are we gonna learn his real name? Is this someone we just don't learn the name of? Here we go. Yeah, straight up. Lucario, literally aura. Dude, and how the aura system works in Smash Bros. I don't know if you guys know, but if Lucario takes more damage, like he has a higher percentage in Smash Bros, he gets like this big aura cloud around him, and he deals more damage and his like moves go farther. It's freaking hard, dude. I do remember Lysander will reference this moment. Okay, good. I will read. And that's Flyboy over there. My name is Trevor. Wait, 5. He said 5. Us, Serena. Oh, yeah, because Shauna. That's right. It was given to me. It was you who found it, right, Big F? Well, who found it doesn't really matter. What's important is that you were honest. If you tell lies, the truth is clouded and eventually lost. And while we're being honest, that intriguing stone is just an ordinary rock. Sure a lot of hubbub out there. Does that mean everyone has arrived? Okay. There we are. Looks like everyone's finally here. Where have you been? That is kind of a long time, but in most Pokemon games, I don't think it's that long. You know what I mean? 4 routes, it's whatever. Who's that over there? Can you still believe we only have 2 gym badges, by the way? Whatever. It's fine. Grow stronger and evolve. Oh, and there's Pokemon that evolve with certain items. Some Pokemon evolve through friendship. Others only evolve at certain places. Do you guys remember how weird that was? Like the Mossy Stone and the Ice Stone for Eevee evolutions? When I was a kid, I did not understand how that worked. Did they ever fix that? Or did they have to put a Mossy Stone in every single game since Diamond and Pearl? Holding level of power. So an evolution like Charmander. Does that mean Charizard would be able to evolve even further? Exactly right. They did fix that. Did they like use an item or something? Because I remember in these games, they were putting Ice Stones and Moss Stones in like every 3DS game. I'm like, that just feels like tedious for a gimmick evolution. You know what I mean? It's just like, use a stone or something. Because I know they introduced the Ice Stone in Sun and Moon. And I thought they were going to shift Glaceon and Leafeon to the Leaf Stone and Ice Stone. And they just didn't, so. Oh, nice. And now you just need the Leaf and Ice Stone in the inventory. Perfect. Yeah, Glaceon's my favorite Eevee. One of the best. Not all Pokemon have a Mega Evolution. There's a reason why I use the word transformation. Mega Evolution differs from evolution because it ends after a certain amount of time. Man, there's a ton of dialogue here. You need 2 items. Mega Stone, Pokemon, and Mega Runes, Mysterious Stone set in it for the trainer. Because I know Lysander uses a Mega Evolution, so maybe this will be important. But still, I'm going to read it anyways. But I only have 1 Mega Ring. It's a very precious item. Don't we have to battle Serena here to prove ourselves? Let's see. Trainers don't get much better than you two. That's true. Let's battle for it. Whatever reason, battle gives us an opportunity to compete and see who Vanville's best trainer really is. It does allow me to heal, but I think we're fine. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's battle. Are you ready? Yeah! I will master Mega Evolution and set myself apart from other trainers. Also do for my Pokemon. Alright. There we go. I low-key like this song. It's a little goofy, but I like it. It's a pretty good song. Look at that. We got a good lead. Allison against Meowstick. Let's get some bites off. You're really going to do that to me? You're really going to do that to me? Light screen. This thing needs to die immediately. It's going to set up a reflect. Nah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Who doubted? Who doubted? See, this is the problem though. I hate to be the Debbie Downer type of dude here, but when you have so many rivals, you also have to take into account the fact that they're all going to be speaking, and so you get a lot of dialogue from rivals. And as we know, rivals' dialogue lines. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. They're never that interesting. Dude, holy mackerel, Nikocado. His body slams would be doing damage. Absol did nothing. I'm loving the Snorlax life. Any of you who live the Snorlax life, I'm jealous, because this is great. This is great. There aren't 5 rivals, there's 1, the rest are just voices in your head. It's true, I wish they would go away. I wish the voices would go... Oh, brother. Whatever. Nikocado could thug this out. I wanted to see our Raichu debut, but it's fine. It's fine. And I keep saying 5 rivals, but there is 4. There is 4. I count as 1, I guess. Well, there we go. We get our Mega Stone. But no Blastoise, because I put him away for the Vaporeon. it's going to be Lucario. Lucario is going to be our Mega. It'll be fine. Oh. Sad music. You crushed Serena's dreams. She's going to put on a happy face, but inside she's hurting, okay? You will definitely be able to Mega Evolve your Pokemon. I'm sure of it. There may be winners and losers in a Pokemon battle, but I really thought you two and your Pokemon were all winners. Good pep talk. Mega Evolution is nothing more than just one way to make a Pokemon stronger. Actually, it is the way to make a Pokemon stronger. The meta in this generation was you have one Mega on your team. There is one slot in your party that only 48 Pokemon are allowed to be a part of. It was so centralizing. You needed a Mega. So Serena, you are it is not optimal for you to not have a Mega. Sorry. You will never be the best. It's okay. All right. Okay. We can take on the gym now. Do we really have a good way to take on fighting types, though? I guess we have Braixen. That's about all we have. That's fine. Harry will be able to do it. Alright. Well, we got our story out of the way, I think. Unless there's any more Team Flare I'm missing. But I think that's it. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You all said the last one was the hardest, and we did fine. So I'm just gonna go in. We're just gonna go in. No point trying to, like, construct a team. Alright. I guess Karina wants to see how good of a trainer you are first. Alright. Fine by me. I remember when I was a kid, when I played this game first, Hawlucha gave me a weird scare. Because Flying Press, I did not like, and it never was that way, but Flying Press is technically like a fighting type move and a flying type move. And that's kind of baller. But I remember that, and that was just like a core defining moment in this game, was like learning about Flying Press. It was such a cool little detail. Let me ask this guy what I need to do. I don't know what I'm doing. What's the plan, Hitmonchan? Oh, you just gotta beat them all. Okay. That's fine by me. Maybe I should switch out Absol. Probably should do that. I don't know if that's gonna be a great Pokemon to have in a fighting type gym. But Harry will be able to basically take on everything, I assume. Alright. Let's go. So it looks like we're gonna get at least to the third gym. We got like 30 minutes left. We could probably, hopefully, get to the fourth. I don't think there's a ton of story in between here and there. Barry says the next Team Flare event should be after the fourth gym, so shouldn't be a ton. But let's see what we got. Of course, it's a dark type. Okay. Fine. You love that? The fake out. You're like, oh, just bring a psychic type to the fighting gym. Nope, it's a dark type. It's fine. Let's rock. Let's see what Pin Missile does. Oh, this is that Unk moment where you forget that dark resists bug, and it's just like, oh. All right, Poison Sting. Get the poison. That ain't working. But, dude, I'm just... Oh, Barry. Barry, we're swapping you out, pal. That was absolutely horrendous watching that. Yes, is it me pressing the moves? Yes. My goodness. Okay. Dude, I can't wait to get Surf. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. My goodness. Look, I love setup moves, and I love having them because it makes me feel smarter than I really am when I'm like, my Delphox has light screen. It's like, I never use them. I never use them. It's okay. Barry's just my online name, so whenever I hear Barry, my ears perk up. Hey, we got 2 Barrys, 2 goats. Barry in the chat and Barry B. Benson. We're taking Barry to the champion, though. I already decided that. Like, I would love to get literally any other poison type or any other bug type, because there are good ones. And Beedrill does fall off. He's already fallen off. But I'm stubborn. Holy crap. Dude, these trainers, this is what I'm talking about. This person might be as hard, if not harder, than Karina. Look at that. Like, isn't that a little crazy? Like, in any other game, you're running into, like, 3 match-ups, right? But you've got a actually full team here. That's pretty solid. My username was a joke about Barry, the pseudo rival being in the Legends of Arceus, trying to make it sound medieval. Barrius. Barry. He's gonna find you. Sire, I've come to find you. 1,000 gold pieces. Come on. We do just have to take everyone on. We gotta heal. Like, do we just try to thug it out and fight them all now? How do I get back? Well, I guess we're doing it. This is wild. This little challenge thing we're doing here is going to be harder than the gym leader. We'll do it. I have to. Okay, we got Raichu. Dude, Thunderbolt on Raichu? Come on. Easy. 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 Sire, if thou art late to our assembly, then I shall taketh 10 million shillings in a fine for his majesty. That was brilliant. Love that. Barrius. Barrius, our goat. Actually a good rival. And with his dad being like a Battle Frontier brain, I actually love Barry. Okay, I love Barrius. He's our goat. Is there a Barry equivalent in... There has to be, in Legends Arceus. Maybe I'm not connecting the dots. 4 battles. We're just gonna thug it out. Frick it. We're gonna do it. No, there isn't. There isn't. Yeah, I agree. Barry is a good balance, because he is competitive, and he wants to be good. And with his dad being the Frontier brain, like, it makes sense why he wants to be good. I love that little thing about him. Wow, no Barrian. That's crazy. I thought they would. That's actually wild. What is your favorite Pokemon? I listed my top 5 in the last stream, but Swampert's probably #1. I had Swampert, Caesar, Bisharp, Zapdos or Zekrom, and Camerupt. Oh. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine, dude. We're cruising. That first battle gave me a scare, though. I'm going to heal Electra up, and then we'll... Mr. Cool Hat says, anyways, got to bounce. See y'all next stream. See ya, Mr. Cool Hat. Enjoy your day. It's a Monday, but make it the best. Make it the best Monday. Mondays usually suck. Acid Armor. Now, this is a setup move I can get behind. May have a good one, Mr. Cool Hat. We'll see you later. All right. Skater Dash. I think we just got one more. One more. Then we'll go heal up. At a Pokemon Center. But yeah, I'm thinking these battles are technically more difficult than Karina's going to be. But I think she only has three Pokemon anyways. But that's like, why are you the gym leader? Because all your little trainers in here have 3 Pokemon as well. So what's the deal? What makes you different? Sock. Ooh. We got Raichu though, okay? I'm doubting Electra. She's got Thunderbolt. We gotta trust in the process. Holy! Yeah, thank goodness for that static, because I think he would have outsped us, and that would have been brutal. Alright. Please don't be throw. Hariyama. Yeah, we'll do a nuzzle, just in case crap hits the fan. We can rely on the paralysis. Oh, okay. Whirlwind, we're fine. We're fine. And we'll just brute force it. What else are you gonna do? Ooh. Don't keep us alive, pal. Is Allison? Nah. I was like, is Allison gonna clutch up? No, not happening. It's fine. Alright, we'll let Electra wrap it up. And then we'll be able to face the gym leader. That's gonna be hype. Let me pull up. Alright. You did not hear a Windows noise or any of that, because we're playing on a 3DS. Sorry, I'm just doing something real quick. Alright. And that's the last one. So here we are. Oh. Cool moves, but please don't lock me into a battle. Okay. Yeesh. Got worried for a sec. Let me go heal up first. That might be smart. And I think what we'll do is we'll keep Braixen in as long as we can, and then put Electra in after, and that should be able to clean up Karina's team pretty easily. Wow, this third gym section's taking longer than I thought it would take. I thought it'd be a little quicker than this, but I guess there was a lot of dialogue with like the megas and stuff, but in Geosenge Town. But I was really hoping to be able to get to the fourth gym leader today, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we could start and get over there, but yeah, we'll see. All right. You guys hype? Karina, let me check the level cap. Make sure I'm not over leveled. 32. So I should be good. I should be good. All right. One more gym battle. Let's level up real quick. I mean, grind. We're grinding totally legally. We're not cheating. These are not contraband. I got them just by using the dowsing machine, of course. Let's see if anyone learns any cool moves between level 30 and 32. I doubt it. I bet Vaporeon's still not going to learn a water-type move. It's fine. Barry B. Benson, agility. You don't need more speed. It's always the fast Pokemon that get agility. It's like, you don't need it, pal. You don't need it. Alright. Well, that's it. Let's save up. Let's go. Now I'm going to keep that saved just in case we need to show up back here. Paste. We're going to rename that Gym 3. I bet these rare candies are local source and not smuggled. They are. I go to the farmer's market and I buy all the rare candies from our local farms. I support local businesses with these rare candies, okay? I don't have a plug over in Colombia that hooks me up. No, that's not how it works, okay? I don't have people on boats that I get over here. That's getting expensive, though. They're like blowing up boats with missiles now. Like, you got to be careful getting those rare candies over. I mean, getting to the farmer's market with all this traffic is so dangerous now. It's hard to get rare candies into your inventory. Here we are. I already have Gym 3. You know what? Like I said, we'll just throw Harry out. And if Harry don't work, then Electra's going to come in. And it's going to be perfect. I already know you're a strong trainer. So let's get the show on the road. All right. Here we are. Another gym battle. Minfu. You got this, Harry. Got nothing to be worried about. When I was a kid, like, gym battles used to be these, you'll have to see it. Gym battles used to be this big event, and now that I'm an adult, it's just kind of like another battle, you know what I mean? Except for the first gym leader. That was an event, let me tell you. That was an event. But now it's just kind of like, whatever. And I think maybe that is a part of it. Oh, she does have a choke, okay. I think a part of it is they are easier. Like, Emerald had hard gym battles. I'm not going crazy. Oh, no. Please outspeed. It's a Machoke. You can outspeed. Let's go, Harry. Let's go. I'm not doing, like, hardcore Nuzlocke rules, so I can switch out. I can heal. Never really in danger. We'll have Electra take the dub. Let's go. But yeah, Howlucha. What do you guys think of Mega Howlucha? I feel like it might be the Mega that's closest to what X and Y Megas were. Oh, I didn't need to use Nuzzle. It was already... Oh, whatever. The first gym is the hardest, especially if you chose Chessman. I agree. I just did it. I failed horribly at it, and that was with Fennekin. She did have a Surf Skit, but, like... It seems like it's going backwards. Like, the first gyms are harder... And it seems like every successive one's getting a little easier. And I think the next one's even easier. Grass-type gym leader. That's not going to be too difficult, I don't think. That's it. I must give up my title and admit that your strength far exceeds. Just teasing, but here's your badge, boy. Oh, I thought she was like, here's your badge, boy. Like, whoa, chill. You'll be rolling in them soon. Let's go. Another gym. Let's go. Another day, another gym battle. If you got the Rumble badge, level 50. When do I get Surf? Do I get Surf soon? Power Up Punch. Oh, I love Power Up Punch. I love it. All right. Battle me again? Is this the third battle we're doing with her? Alright, oh my goodness. Dude, Vaporeon's about to become clutch. We're about to get a Lucario. Our team is coming together. You love to see it. All our hard work is about to pay off. The problem is I'm going to have to sacrifice one of these fools. We'll get there. We'll get there. But let's head back to the Tower. Isn't this the battle with the Mega Lucarios? Like, you just have to win with the Legamucario. Legamucario. Pretty sure you get a Lapras, too, with a special Surf Sprite. That's right. Oos. Lapras. See, that's the problem with Pokemon. There's too many good water types in this game. In any game. In any Pokemon game. There's too many good ones. You have the starters. This one you have 2 sets of starters, and they're both great. Vaporeon, duh. But then you get Gyarados, Lapras. There's too many good water types in Pokemon. She's waiting at the top of the tower. Oh, does she have a new dialogue? No. Okay. Let's head to the top. Only those who have been approved may climb the Tower of Mastery. Oh, you may... See, that's aura. When someone's just got to say, oh, and they stop. That's freaking aura, dude. I want one day. One day, I want to be successful enough to go to, like, a place of business or whatever, and they go, oh, you're, you know, FLYBOY the GOAT, right? You can come in. That'd be freaking awesome. Okay. Gherkin. Yeah, I'd go by Mega Evolution Guru, too, if that was my name. Gherkin. Holy mackerel. Your mother hated you. Came out the womb, she's like, you know what we're going to name this guy? This is probably super offensive. We're going to name him Gherkin. Oh, cool. Nice little tidbits you get to learn on your way up. Is this it? Okay, no more. Let's see. All right, we'll take it. Our Lucario's going to have low sweep. That'll be cool. Yeah, I like that line. That was pretty good. What? Dang, Sycamore's a bad... A gherkin is a type of pickle, but... That's worse, dude. Gherkin alone is something. Naming your son a pickle, dog? That's criminal. That's criminal. His mother. That's wild. Gherkin. Bruh. Let's go. 3 battles. And you know what? Battling a gym leader multiple times outside of the gym, that kind of, doesn't that kind of like soften, dampen the importance of it? I know there's the storyline with the Lucarios and stuff, but you know. Thanks for coming all the way up here. Has decided that must be the place the Mega Ring is handed over. Here's the Mega Bracelet. We now have unlocked unlimited power, baby. Unlimited power. Let's freaking go. I can see that. It could also make the character more memorable. That is true. I think a lot of that, though. Like, let's think about it this way. Battling Karina, like, is she really that maybe I'm just being an unk, and I'm not giving X and Y its flowers. That could be part of it. But Karina, I don't think is that memorable. Like, I don't know anyone who's going like, oh, Karina's like an awesome... But like, Cynthia, think about it this way. You don't battle her all the time, but she's present in the story. I think that might just be a better way to do it, you know? Have them be relevant to the story. And I know this is relevant. It's the Mega Stones, so maybe I'm just contradicting myself, but I don't know. 3 battles with her. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Yes. Lucario. Come to me. A free Lucario. We love it. We love it. Yes. Let's go. Mary says you might be right there for sure. She's not Cynthia level of popularity, but for Cal's character, yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. She's definitely more popular than someone like Grant or Viola or the old grass type dude. See, I don't even know his name. And it's crazy because Wolfric's memorable because he's horrible. Like, he's such an easy fight. So, I'd rather be... Okay, this is cool, though. Actually, never mind. This is kind of aura. Ramos, the grass type unk. This is kind of cool, though. Kind of forgot. This is kind of aura. And the special fighting background. Okay. What's the strat here? Do we swords dance into a bone rush? Or do we power up punch into a bone rush? Or do we just bone rush? And get damage out. Yeah. Just use a move. Oh, okay. I'll just bone rush. We'll use our nuclear button and use bone rush, and it should work. That Ryzen or my GPU is just getting fried by a 3DS game. It's embarrassing. All right. Okay. Ooh. I didn't know it could hit more than twice. Yeah, we'll just use Power Up Punch. Power Up Punch was the move. That did hella damage. There we go. What an incredible bond you have. What amazing power. Yeah, this Lucario I just met, it's my best friend. What an explosive battle. I could tell that both Mega Lucario did not hold anything back. With strong bonds like that, you shouldn't have any trouble triggering your Pokemon's Mega Evolution. Yeah, you just gotta tap the button. You're fine. Alright. It's quite apparent that you two make a truly incredible team. Yep. Yes. Your party's full. Now, Who gets sent back? I hate that it's probably Nikocado. But it's Nikocado. Snorlax's life was fun while it lasted. But we gotta update our graphic now. Sorry, pal. I will always take a Lucario over a Snorlax. Who am I kidding? There we go. That team's looking great. Yes, we're naming our Lucario. He's gonna be... Hold on. We're digging deep for this one. Bill. Don't ask why. That name came to me almost like it was a vision. It will be Bill. Bill the Lucario. And he's gonna do great things. Beedrill over Snorlax is crazy. I love Beedrill as much as the next guy, but gee, I told you. This Beedrill's going to take on Diantha. Barry B. Benson. He's coming to us. He's coming with us to the very bitter end. It's going to be wonderful. All right. Okay. I guess we're good to go. Okay. But Barry said it's not till justice for Snorlax. He might get another day to show up. But exactly, that's what I'm saying. Beedrill is going to be our underdog. He's going to pull up with a pin missile or something. And he's going to surprise us all. There's going to be... I don't know why yet. But there will be a reason for Barry to be on this team. He has already fallen off hard. He's not doing much for us now. But just you wait. Just you wait. Hey, look. Snorlax is going on vacation. Yeah, he does have a Mega Form. Unfortunately, I don't think it's until Omega Ruby till he gets it. Which is whatever. He is kind of dead weight, honestly. But I'm stubborn. Barry will stay. Barrius. I'm getting them mixed up now. Barry will stay. I think Omega Ruby is the game. Alpha Sapphire, where we get Mega Beedrill. Which does it for me. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire introduced cool Megas that you don't even see in the game because it's the Hoenn series. Like, you get Lopunny, Beedrill, Audino, and it's like, you don't even see them in the game. Whatever. Would have made way more sense, but I guess they didn't think of them yet with this game. Oh, hey, Serena. Hello, neighbor. You should use this. Let's go! Surf. We got Surf, baby. Why isn't Mega Snorlax a thing yet? Another example of Game Freak. True. Hey, you know, why didn't we get a Mega Snorlax? Freaking Pokemon that definitely didn't need a Mega got a Mega. And Snorlax didn't even get one. It's like destiny. Well, Vaporeon just became our ace. Because this is it. Nope. Here we go. Oh. Vaporeon just became relevant, guys. This is awesome. The most broken move in the game. Bye-bye, Swift. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And is Low Sweep the move here? No, for Lucario. I think I'm going to throw Low Sweep on this guy. This is a good stab move. Yeah, Metal Sound. What are we doing with Metal Sound? Yeah, Mega Beedrill. ORAS. No XY. It's actually criminal. Did Butterfree get a Mega? I feel like it should, but I don't know if it did. Vaporeon, I know what kind of man you are. This might make it worse or better for you. It's a male, too. It's a male. I didn't want to re-roll for like the... Isn't Eevee the same odds of being female as a starter? I'm not re-rolling for that. What? What? Sindem... Ich schitz off dem. Is that German? I don't want to be racist. Just giving it random, like, French person to German. That's German. That's German. Icht. That's German. Whatever. Is this the Skiddo Ranch? That's German. Okay. Okay. My instincts were telling me yes. Pokemon immigrate. We're getting immigration in Pokemon before GTA 6. The Great Ocean. Got a nice lake river here. All right. Oh, I have to battle in Pokemon. Different languages in Pokemon is pretty weird sometimes. Yeah, like I understand like having different like languages built into the game so you can play it as a German person, but like I don't know, like isn't that like doesn't that have more implications that there's different languages in Pokemon? I don't know. Come on. Barry. Barry. What are we doing? We can't be getting 2-hit pin missiles if you want to stay on the... Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Forgiven. We'll forgive you. All right. Is the next gym leader just in the next town over? Like, we got Skiddo Ranch. I know that. Should we ride around on this goat for a little bit? Woo! Okay. Okay. Alright. Whatever. Here we are. Cormarine City. A holoclip. Who's it going to be this time? Serena. Hey. Oh my goodness. Is there literally nothing between this but a battle with Serena? There's no way. We just spent 12 years getting from Gym 1 to Gym 2 to Gym 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, it looks like there's something at Seaside Station. But that's about it. Yeah, I've got a little walk through here so I don't miss anything huge. But that's crazy. And then finally some more Team Flare. I know, right? But geez. So the only thing... It used... This is crazy. So I think we got something here, right? With Diantha and... Yeah, here we go. Why, hello, Flyboy. We got this beautiful music playing. Congratulations. I see you finally obtained everything you need for Mega Evolution. A Mega Stone for the Pokemon, a Mega Ring for the Trainer, and a strong bond with your Pokemon. I met this Lucario yesterday. A strong bond. It's only a hypothesis, but I think the bond between Pokemon and Trainer is the key to this new evolution. What is this bond exactly? And why are there examples of Mega Evolution only in the Kalos region? Are you sure about that? Is it just the Kalos region? There's still so much we don't know. Does this make you think of something like Kalos' legendary Pokemon? Found only here in Kalos region, right? Nowhere else? Maybe that's a coincidence. Bruh. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire fudged the lore quite a bit. I'm gonna be honest. They fudged the lore. I think they fudged it so bad they had to make an alternate universe. Is that true? Correct me if I'm wrong, but they had to make like an alternate universe where there's always been Megas. Like Pokemon Origins, Pokemon Omega Ruby, like that's its own timeline. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what they had to end up doing. Well, that's right. I came here to give you this. Let's go. Oh, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. I don't have a flying type. Okay. Hope to see you both again. Let's have a battle the next time we meet, shall we? Still looking forward to it. So is she gone forever until the championship battle? Mary says, okay, weird rant, but I hate the Mega Evolution timeline split. Because you fight Red and Blue in Alola, but it's not the actual Red and Blue. It's a different... Are you serious? The Red and Blue and Alola are the same from Let's Go because of the Mega... See... And here's the thing. This might be hypocritical. I'm a Bionicle fan. Hang with me. It'll get to Megas. And Bionicle has a lot of weird timeline stuff. Like, you got masks that can go into different dimensions, all this other stuff. But I think it's handled well because it's very limited and the scope of it's very small. But with Pokemon, when you start introducing alternate timelines, and this is the problem we all saw with Marvel, we saw it happen in real time, is when you introduce alternate timelines, stakes go away. Stakes always go away. And I know you can try and make them not. And that's what I like. That's why I like how Bionicle handled it, because they really kept the main characters stay the main characters. But like, if you can just bring someone back from an alternate timeline, death doesn't matter. And death is the ultimate stake. As humans, we know death is final. There's a finality to it. And so alternate universes sort of get away from that, where death isn't final, and it ruins stakes to stories. And stakes are obviously important. When there's conflict, there needs to be stakes. But I don't like that, because it just feels weird, doesn't it? It's like the Red and Blue you're so used to. It's so cool when they come back in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because that's the one we know. That's us, right? But with Alola, alternate dimension Red, it's like, I don't know these guys. Imagine someone dies, you kidnap an alternate version of them. Exactly. It's like, and same thing with cloning, and why cloning gives us such a weird feeling, that sort of uncanny valley feeling. Because, like, it's just not the same, you know? It's not the same. And you'll never, and once you know that fact, it feels weird. You're just like, what the heck are we doing? Is there a gym here? Where's the gym? Is it on the train? Do I got to take the train up? I'll give you a TM. Heck yeah. Here's the question. What's the move that I'm describing? If the user's not holding an item, this attack inflicts massive damage. It's acrobatics. Come on. Let's go. Acrobatics. A flying type, a potential flying type would go hard right now with acrobatics and fly. Yes, Unk, you got to take the lift up. Hey, it's been so long. It's been so long. The Uncanny Valley is fascinating. I agree. And AI fits right in that Uncanny Valley as it gets closer and closer to, like, they call it AGI. I don't think that's ever happening. I'll tell you why in a sec. But Uncanny Valley, super weird. You get so close to being real that but it's not, and you know. That's got to be some leftover, like, deep-rooted, like, survival mechanism. Like, I know some people say it's for, like, avoiding corpses and stuff. I think that might be true. The Red and Blue and Alola aren't even the ones that were given the first Pokédexes and defeated Team Rocket. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, what's the point? Why should I care? The reason I like Red and Blue is because, well, what they did in Fire Red and Leaf Green, Red, Blue, Yellow, all those. Yellow? Is that red, technically? Is that technically like a fake ash? But yeah, the reason I don't think AGI is coming is because ChatGPT is, like, unlocking, like, adult content and, like, Walmart integration. And it's like, I think they've given up on the AGI thing. I mean, obviously they won't publicly say that, because then their stocks would, go to zero. But it's like, once you have to start relying on Walmart and porn, you're cooked. You're cooked, okay? Well, it makes you different from Google. You know what I mean? Seeing the monorail going back and forth does remind me of a metronome. Well, let's go. I don't know. I could probably use metronome. Doesn't hurt. All right. So, we got to battle Serena. Here it is. Let's go. You do not want to see the Mega Evolution, Serena. I can promise you that. You're going to lose if you see it. We have trivialized the game. But I'll show it. I'll show it. Who do we got out front? Barry? Come on, dude. This is like the only time we'll see you actually do something. Come on. I keep forgetting that it has fake out. I mean, it's only happened once, but... Come on. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to try really hard to be patient with Barry right now. That was horrendous. It's okay. It's okay. Bug being effective against Psychic comes in clutch. I agree. If Barry could do more than, like, slapping you on the wrist. We're going to let him cook. We're going to let him cook. I feel like Bug should be good against Dark. But I don't think it is. Holy... Oh, it is. Never mind. I don't know why I didn't think it was. Barry, you need to do more. You need to hit more than twice. Let's go. Barry, cook, dog. Can he sweep Serena? We're going to give him the chance. Because Frogadeer's part dark. We're going to give him the chance. Come on. Can you hit a fiver? Oh. 2, 3. Oh, Barry. That's what I'm freaking talking about. That's awesome. He started off rough, okay? Ooh. Swords Dance. I don't need double team anymore. Absol's gonna cook with Swords Dance. Barry the GOAT, dog. Barry the GOAT. That was great. That was great. Yeah, Barry heard the talk. He went, stay on that side. He's like, stay on that side if you ever doubted me. Barry the GOAT. Look at that. Even though we set off from Vanville Town at the same time, you somehow became stronger than I am. Get good, pal. You didn't catch a Beedrill. That's your problem. Well, here we are. Well, it is 6:12 my time. I think we're going to call it wraps here. But, hey, we got some progress. I wanted to get to the 4th gym leader. We're technically in front of the 4th gym, so we just get that done on Wednesday. But, yeah, some good progress today. We learned a little bit more about Mega Evolution, the stones, and what potentially they may be used for. We keep getting hints, so we'll all figure it out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Monday, November 3rd. We'll finish it up next time. But anyways, let's see who our top fans of the stream were this week. At number 1, we got Angry Dad Gamer ADXG. Mr. Cool Hat number 2. Otis Lamar number 3. Barius the Greatest at 4. And Coco Bunny Girl at 5. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was a great stream. I thought it was going to pick up a lot more than it did. It didn't, but it's Pokemon X and Y. Apparently now it's going to pick up. Apparently. But yeah, Legendary Baseball card. Good to see you. Good to see you tune in. Thank you, Barrys, for the compliment. Hella awesome. Good to hear from you all. But again, Wednesday. I'm going to stick to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. I'll see you guys next time. But again, I'm FLYBOY. Remember, Jesus is King. And until next time, peace.